Hello, everybody. Sir, it will be great that if you can turn on your camera with the name etdcs Mumbai. Um, are you there, sir? All right, no problem. They might be somewhere else. I believe they will be coming back soon, hopefully. Hi, sir. My name is Ayushi, and on behalf of ETDCS team, I welcome you to the live session. And it will be great that if you can introduce yourself and your role and your strategies of work, and as per your experience, what you are doing currently. So it will be given an extra glance to our audience.
See, I'm a senior vice president working with a company called Beacon Fire Solutions. I'm coming from IT services background, okay, and I have got in total 28 years of experience. In addition to my current job, I'm also involved in promoting IFRA, which is an organization based out of Canada, and we have got out in India as well. And it is also in the field of higher education, in the sense that we intend to produce international financial research analysts, and I also look after the enrollment of
Uh,
prospective IIFRs uh, as per the policy of the organization.
yes. That's really great to know, sir, about you. The ETDCS Mumbai, sir, it will be great that if you can turn on your camera and have a conversation. Are you able to hear you?
Hello,
May I? Hello. Yes.
ma'am.
Are
I
we?
cannot hear you clearly. I cannot hear you
Uh,
clearly. There's a glitch
I
somewhere.
believe. I believe there is some network issue on your behalf. If it will be great if you can turn on your camera. Yes.
Actually, we didn't had a light for the whole day, so that's the reason I asked.
No
But no,
problem.
no problem. I'm managing
No
it.
problem. If you
I'm
can do
managing
the
it
live
somehow.
session with the camera off, also no problem. If you're able to hear us, then we can continue with the live.
No, 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 not an issue. Not an issue. Let me give my brief introduction about myself.
Yes, please.
Should I?
Sure. Yeah, yeah, sure.
Yeah. My name is Amit Shukla, and I'm a BE Mechanical from Mumbai University. My last association with the company was Asian Enterprises. I was an sales executive over there. For past 2 years, I was associated with them. I started my career as a counselor, education counselor in Topper. I had an 7 months experience over there, and I have worked rural as well as semi-rural both. And I have been managing pan India sales, handling clients, and also targeting cold calls as well as hot calls both. And right now, I'm looking for better opportunity for myself to boost my career.
That's really great. May I know the good name of both of you? Because it might have, I've missed the name. So, can I have your name?
Yeah, my good name is Amit Shukla.
Okay. And yours, sir?
My name is Tirthodeep Kundu. I'm from
Okay.
Calcutta.
Okay, okay. All right. So, as we know that on the behalf of ETDCS, we are here to discuss the strategies and what ETDCS is doing. So, in 2020, ETDCS started by Mr. Ashwani Shukla with a vision of connecting all the 23 IITs, 20 IIMs that we have, and all and the top NITs and six MHRDs and top on and AIMs, nine AIMs, and with 1.25 billion people on the basis of pan India. Because as we know that the preparation for IIT, IIMs, and other corporate training mentorship program are there in the industry, but it is mostly handled by top giant coaching institute, and children face a lot of problem because they are not able to get that learning which they really want to, though people are clearing the mode of competitive exam very efficiently with the rise of internet. But still this problem is not being handled very nicely, and I think this gap was there before etdcs was not present. So now we are in the vision of connecting the people who are already cleared IIT JEE, IIMs, and just a second, so I have to put the sir on the stream, so it will be great because the live session is going on. I believe Mr. Ramit Bose is also there now to join us. Um, okay, I believe you. I am able to. I am audible to everybody. Everyone.
Yeah, you're
Uh,
audible to me, but not crystal clear. Somewhat I can hear you.
okay, Mr. Ramit Bose, sir, are you? Am I audible to you?
Yeah, you're audible. Jolly well audible. Very much audible.
Okay. Yes, we started with the live session because it was almost time, and I thought that it will be late then for the sir to wait. So we started with the live session, and sir already gave his introduction, and that was really great. The effort which he is doing currently for ETDCS. So my name is Ayushi for all of your introduction, and I'm a moderator for ETDCS right now, and it's a pleasure to be connecting with all of you. And I gave a little bit introduction about etdcs, about what etdcs is doing with the vision of connecting the students who have already cleared competitive examination and who are still aspirants, and they will be teaching the students who have already cleared these competitive examination will be faculty for the students who are aspiring. So it will be very influencing for the aspirants who are preparing for the exams, and also it will give a very personal touch to the aspirants, as because we know that sometimes we children really feel, as in the case of IIT, children are just out of class 12 standard and they are not able to cope up with the studies, and they do not have any inspiration. So when they will be studying from these top faculties who are brilliant minds, and they are specialized in some particular subject, so they will have some wide pool of teachers to to get expertise from and get mentorship from. So I think this will give an extra edge to students while they are preparing for their goals and their exams. So, what do you think about the unique model of ETDCS which has been introduced? First, I would like to go with you, Ramit sir. It will be great that if you can provide me with some of your introduction and what you find unique in ETDCS and how they are revamping the Indian education system. Yes.
Sure. Thank you, Ayushi. Thank you so much. I'm so sorry because I couldn't join early owing to certain technical issues. Like since I was traveling, my
No
browser was
problem,
not
sir.
supporting. So let me introduce myself, Ramit Bose. I'm based out in Kolkata. So I have, precisely 25 years of work experience in multiple sectors, mostly in the services sector. Started from IT, ITS, banking, back office, modern trade, and finally education, higher education in the university space, as well as right now I'm engaged with a kind of one educational trust, not-for-profit entity, which happened to be the training partner for Government of West Bengal as well as Government of India. We are NSDC and a partnered organization, and I, with all humility, is the operating head of this organization. So that's my brief introduction. I've been to this education and training space for roughly about touching 12 years so far. Uh, Whatever I have learned, and I have been talking to Ashwani and talking to Himanshu as well, and I got to know that ETDCS is just basically at the broad based term it's an edtech company, And then in IIT, I am faculty, those who are actually mentoring the students and the aspiring minds. They're doing the whole thing riding on the technology platform. So that's how this the whole model is. I would not say it's the one of its kind. Probably, I mean, I'm so sorry to say that, but that's the reality. But there are certain other attributes which probably made the entire model different position. So that's what my basic understanding about ETDCS. But I'm yet to know more about them. Over to you, Aishi.
Definitely, sir. And Sir Kundu, will you provide some of the uniqueness of the model which we are doing with ETDCS and how they are revamping the Indian education system? What will be your viewpoint towards this?
See, it is like mentoring, or maybe mentoring the aspiring minds, those who are actually going for IIT and IIM studies, and then or maybe higher studies for that matter. Getting the mentorship directly from those brilliant minds, those are already there in as faculty in IITs and IIMs, and you have already connected all these IIMs and IITs. So that itself has made the model unique, because whatever we say, and that's been done almost on a kind of handholding basis, handholding one-to-one mentoring basis. So that is what I think it has made the entire model different in my first cut view. Probably there are some other view which I've not been able to. I'm able to know. I've not been able to figure it out in detail. That's what from me.
Sir Kundu, will you provide some insights on this? That how you find the ETDCS model unique and what are your points towards this?
Yeah, actually, this model is a little bit different from normal other IIT JE training institutes, because you expect the students who have passed out in the near past, they would be teaching. Okay, so it's quite different
Exactly.
from the other ones, and so they would be able to utilize their experience, how they have done, what kind of questions, that how to write the answers and all. So expected questions, pattern of answers, etc. That would be really helpful. Okay, just provided we could actually get those people to teach, they're interested. So that's what it is. Yeah, and
Definitely, sir.
and the spread is pan India, so it's not like only Delhi based or only Kota based or something like this.
Mhm.
So that would also be, if it is all pan India, like Akash and whatever, that would also be good.
Exactly. And we are connecting 20 all the 23 IITs. We have faculty members from all the 23
Uh,
IITs, 20 IIMs and AIMs and 9 AIMs, and so 6 MHRDs. So we are into corporate training mentorship program as well, and we are expanding into both offline and online mode. So, what strategies as a BDE person you are looking forward, and also what implementation of research you are applying onto that? So, my first question goes to you, Ramit sir. Any points and viewpoint on this?
See, and
ma'am, may I
if I'm
interrupt between, please?
Yes, yes, please.
May I interrupt between, please?
Yeah,
I'm really
please.
finding it difficult to connect, and as you know that I'm leaving, it's been really difficult for me to be on the right now on the platform because of the internet connection
All
and the light
right.
that has been occurring, and I'm
Okay.
being losing the connection since I have joined. I have really it's really difficult. Can we connect
No
some
problem.
other day because
No problem. We'll have that live again. So it's no problem. You can share your insights again, sir. It is as per your convenience. No problem.
as the I'm right now over here, but as a sir is speaking and both
Mhm.
sir, I cannot hear it clearly and crystally. So that's the
No
reason of
problem.
if I'm
Yeah,
over here
yeah.
and if I not can.
Yeah, we do understand that. No problem. As per your convenience, we can have that chit chat session again. No problem.
I'm so
You can
sorry.
either
So
stay
sorry, sir.
on. No
I'm so
problem. No
sorry.
problem. Either you can stay online, or you want, if you want to have that difficulty in connecting, you can turn off. We will be there as live. You can watch us live and share your insights on the comment section. Am
Uh,
I audible to you?
mm,
So I hope
No, ma'am, I'm so sorry.
it's okay, no problem.
I cannot hear you clearly.
Okay, okay. Let's continue with the live session. No problem. So yes, sir, I was asking that what strategies and research you are as a BDE trying to implement in ETDCS. So, Mr.
Great.
Amit, sir,
Yeah.
can you share your insights on
Sure,
this?
sure, sure, sure. If I'm allowed to add more, like whatever I have said, concluded in the last conversation, like ETDCS, as I've understood the model, the approach to the entire solution, like it's a solution-centric approach. I mean, more than the subject, you are actually approaching towards the solution of any question being asked by the students on a particular subject, and that also made the entire thing slightly different, slightly different. But then, if you since you are asking me the kind of research and the research I would be doing as a business development person in this organization, I would say primarily connecting those candidates, connecting those finding out those aspiring candidates, like who would be interested and who are the kind of my target. My target for this entire platform is primarily thing which I'll be researching on to start with. Then before that, of course, I have to go back to my backyard and then understand the whole business and how is it different again. Since this is the first primary interaction which I having today, so once we get into that, once we understand the whole model, then probably it will help us, identifying those components on which I need to, share on. I need to, research on, and then my approach would be to understand the model holistically, to understand the differentiation, the differentiating point, and the service differentiations. Whatever services we are offering, how are they different? Not only the technology, but also the approach part of it, and then connecting those requirements to the aspiring candidates or maybe who are actually looking for those. Not necessarily that it is for everybody and anybody, but then there are people who would be actually looking for that handholding and mentorship. Probably that will be the first research, and then going forward there will be other secondary research as well, I think. Thank you.
That's great, sir. And Mr. Sakundu, what will be your viewpoint towards this?
It depends on basically research in the sense like is it a marketing? What do you want to mean? Like to whom the people who want to reach? What is the what is the target? I couldn't understand that. What is the purpose?
I mean that research in the sense of the target audience only, and also like the expanding part, the growth opportunities part, how you are looking into that, how you're
Yes,
planning about the expanding part, because now it's been as a situated institute and people we are running in the industry, but as a part of business growth opportunity.
yes. See, basically, social media through social media or some other, and also maybe physical. Uh, Networking. You have to reach larger number of audience, and you have to tell your unique selling propositions in the sense that USPs to your possible audience to attract more and more larger number of, more and more people who would be interested in this model. And so basically, how you can reach people, that is your target, especially in this pandemic kind of a situation, and where most of the academics, whatever is happening, is all in the form of electronic medium, all online types. So basically, you have to concentrate on social media, or whether it is Facebook, whether it is the students don't see much of LinkedIn, but they do see Facebook, maybe to some extent Twitter. So, and that we have to utilize those medium to reach people. Maybe online ads you have to put in different newspapers, Google ads, and like when people search, they should be able to get the name of an institute as the first choice when they search in Google. So I expect the organization would consider all these aspects uh, for reaching out to people. Unless we reach out to people, we will never be able to grow. That is
Definitely,
my
sir.
that is my
Yes,
understanding.
definitely. Yes, sir, definitely. Because content development and audience engagement is really necessary to reach the leads. And so
Hmm.
my next question goes to you, be like, how you are planning the sales strategies regarding ETDCS is concerned.
See, for the other organization I work with as a freelancer, which is IFRA. Okay, I told you. There the model is we try to approach people who are actually working as financial research analysts or aspiring financial research analysts. Okay, so that they are the people, because not no there's no point in approaching all and sundry. But here in this particular case, you have to reach the students and the parents of the science stream students who are in class 11, 12, or just about to graduate for MBAs. Okay, uh, and so that's the model. Basically, there is a if you are aware of this kind of system, you would see, how, I mean, we have to explore the possibility of tying up with schools also. Okay, all the list of CBSE and ICSE board schools are all there. I have got all the lists of people. I mean, that is because of some business in which I am one of the proprietors for which is a school education yard. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
that is also one of my investments. I have got in
Okay,
my
sir.
investment, and
All
it's a
right.
Hyderabad-based unit. And I
Mm-hmm.
have got my partner, myself and my partner working on that, and we
Mm-hmm.
have got a solution that we have sold to many schools in this education business. Okay, so
Definitely. Okay.
I can utilize the network of the principals and the for high secondary schools, high secondary level schools. And of course, state board people are also there, but your chances of getting prospective students, because they are not only having to reaching people, you have to reach people who have got the propensity to spend. Okay, because it will be a costly affair. So you have to reach people who can spend the amount of money and take this kind of an education and afford this kind of an education. So you normally expect English medium, CBSE or ICSE board schools across India, pan India basis. Hmm. So, like, you have to see how you can, set up your ads, or you can push such ads in the school network, school WhatsApp groups, and all. So that is to be seen basically. That should be your approach and model. Unless you can do that, you will not be able to reach too many people.
Definitely.
Plus, traditional forms of ad also play a very important role. Not just because this is kind of outside your regular curriculum study. It is for
Mm-hmm.
competitive exams. Okay. In the competitive exams market, you have to promote yourself. Where, like, you're competing with organizations like Akash or Pathfinder or that kind of organizations, aren't you? So
Definitely. With the big giants, but with USP and proper brand awareness, we
no, no,
can
sure. I mean,
create.
that is
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
But in the market, these guys are your competitors, like
Yes,
Akash,
definitely.
Pathfinder, then Erudite. Okay, so what I know about this market, so these are your competitors, and you have
Mm-hmm.
to sell your things, because ultimately it boils down to selling and
Yes,
marketing basically. Okay,
right.
so, and you have to have strong counselors who are kind of not freelancing types, who are dedicated counselors. Once these guys are found out, they would be approaching students, because with 3 4 people or maybe 10 20 people, you won't be able to reach too many guys. And I'm not very sure from you whether the mode of education delivery is online or it is physical. Like, you will
Uh,
have a physical place, for example Akash, they have got physical places where people are going and taking training.
mhm.
Okay, for medical exams, I know for sure, because my daughter's friends are doing, or my
Right,
some of my relatives have gone and
right,
taken
sir.
training.
Mhm.
Now I'm not very sure whether what is the mode of your delivery. If
Well,
it is online,
currently,
different kind
it
of a
is
thing.
it's online, but we
Okay.
are trying to expand into offline modes also, and we are
Hmm.
trying to establish the offline centers nearby the college, the IITs, and only on those cities where IITs and IIMs and the targeted colleges of the competitive exams are situated, so that children, it will be good for the faculty members and mentors also to reach by the place, and we can have that model of education of offline mode as well. So we have that vision at etdcs of providing the education both by way of offline and online medium, and that's the usp which will we be creating in the coming plan of business strategy. Yeah.
Now, one thing I
And
can tell you with respect to this, suppose
mhm.
Kharagpur. Okay,
Yeah.
IIT is there is a very old IIT in Kharagpur, or in Kanpur.
Yes.
But but IIT Kharagpur doesn't take students much from Kharagpur. The students would be coming from all over India, and if they are at all from Bengal, that would be from majority of them would be in some Calcutta, and and district headquarters, some district headquarters, but mostly Calcutta within Bengal. So if you want to find students, if you expect students to go to Kharagpur and attend physical classes, that is not a possibility. That will never happen. Okay, that is not going to happen.
So
Similarly,
definitely
that is
that cannot
for
happen.
Kanpur. Hmm?
Obviously that cannot happen, but
That
through
cannot.
online mode it's depend on the feasibility of the student, that how they are trying to build up with this plan of strategy. If it's feasible to them, we can provide them the medium of offline mode as well. And that's a part of the strategy of the business that Mr. Ashwani Shukla is looking for. Currently, the ETDCS is on the growing mode and it's on the online medium. But in the future strategy, as far as I had the conversation with the founder, he was looking into the prospects of offline medium as well. So when you have asked me that if it's online or offline, I believe it will be in the both medium in the coming nearby future.
How old is
So
the institute?
sorry,
How old is the organization?
sir, it's founded in 2020.
Okay, 1 year old.
Yes. And
And
seeing the gap of education in pandemic, it has been a lot of research, and I think this model of education is unique,
hmm,
because we will be expanding and we will be growing our roots all over the social media, and kind of bringing up the amazing leads for, and trying to build an impact towards in the IITs and IIMs and AIMs education sector. We are into corporate training mentorship program as well. Am I audible, sir?
Yes, you are. You are.
Okay, all right. So Mr. Ashwani Shukla started this organization with a vision of connecting all the 23 IITs and 20 IIMs and 6 MHRDs and 9 IIMs and top NITs. So that's how, and connecting these all those competitive examination and institutes of faculties who are already studying, children who are already studying in these institutions, to connect them with who are aspiring to be in these institutions. So it gives an extra edge, it gives an inspiring ideal for a student as well. And also, well, because when I was preparing for my exams, I was feeling very hitched with when I was studying with the big giant coaching institute. So when they are studying, they have topic wise faculties. So if the children comes on the app and website, and if they don't feel satisfied with one topic wise teacher, they can immediately change the topic wise teacher, and can have that pool of opportunities to study from the mentors, so they can choose the mentor also from where they want to study. So I believe this is also the usp of the institute. And also, we have expert faculties from all the IITs and IIMs and other top colleges which we are targeting. So it gives a pool of opportunities to students, and learning curve will be more. And also, the mock test and the question changing pattern will be more trending to in the students, because these mocks and this course material will be prepared by the students who have already been passed out. So it will be the latest curriculum which they will be focusing on, it will give a power apart to as compared to big giant. So Mr. Ramit Bose, what will be your sales strategies as you look for this business model and in the and lead generation? Yeah, my
Well,
question goes to you.
yeah. Well, thank you, Arisi. I would say that no. The basic proposition, like the students will be aspiring for this kind of courses or try the careers, they'll take guidance, they'll take help from their seniors. I'd say in the real time they will be a couple of years seniors, maybe 3 4 years seniors. So if we go back to our own campus world and campus life, I can still recollect that, wherever I got stuck or wherever I used to take some kind of fail, I used to, refer, I used to go back and request my seniors in the institution itself, like, because they're I would say, they're abbraced and updated of the kind of, recency of any status, or maybe the trend, or maybe the tricks of the trade and everything they are aware of. So as you rightly said that, etdcs is connected with all those IITs and IIMs, and maybe MHRD institute, NITs and others. So that is that proposition, that has, actually placed it little uniquely, the entire business model. Now students, once we approach the students, or the, as Mr. Kundu was referring to, like, those aspiring candidates, find out them, to go and, meet the schools and catch their neon, kind of like, once they are, going through their 11 12 sessions, or maybe just passed out. So if you can, take them through a proper orientation and take them through their kind of, and the on their career exploration, what kind of, problem they might face, as in the entire model, I have seen that, uh, approaching towards, solution centric business or sales pitching. Like, these are the problems areas where a student might find out in its own way, and then probably to solve them out, and then showing them or showcasing them the reality. Like, here you comes to the one side, one side you are seeing that, subject faculty subject experts are SMEs are coming from the faculty side, and there are students, or maybe there are, I mean, just very, very fresh kind of faculty who have
Mhm.
joined these organizations. They will help them out. So that
Yeah,
itself, excites anybody. Like,
exactly.
let's assume, and if I place myself in their shoes, like, if I need to, crack IIT, or maybe if I need to crack CAT, for that matter, or maybe I'd be, looking for some other programs. So what I would do, I have two options. One is, I can always go and talk to any seasoned or maybe senior, very veteran, experienced faculty who can actually help me out to on how to help me out on, my preparation. On the other hand, I can always go back to a couple of years seniors, or maybe who has just, cracked that examination, or maybe, talking to somebody else alike, whom I feel that they are almost in my fraternity, or maybe, I'll feel, at home, I'll feel that, they're accessible, more accessible than a seasoned faculty or maybe senior faculty. So these are the points, which points you'll have to harp on once you know go and, prepare your sales speech, or maybe go to market strategy. So there you'll have to, prepare all these things, which students or many candidates might, connect. They will connect those dots, and they will, they'll connect them to the reality. Like, yeah, these are the real problems, because, every organizations, there are competitors around. And then once, since, education is such a booming industry in always, and it has been and it will be. So there are other new, organizations will come in this space. So there'll be fierce kind of competition. So if we understand what's our forte, what's our strength, what makes this ETDCS completely different from others, then probably it will be easier for us to, prepare ourselves with. And then approaching students, of course, one way is like those who have passed out, not necessarily that all would be, my target, but they're aspiring candidates who have to figure them out. And then probably there are mechanisms like, conducting shows, conducting, seminars, conducting webinars, and conducting one-to-one sessions with the students, and then, select those people, or maybe, screen those people who are actually attuned to. Those who will be going for and joining CA program or another program, I should, leave them aside. But then probably there are other candidates who might, they are very focused. Nowadays, if you look at that, students are very focused. They're focused, like, starting from class 9, 10 onward, they are very, very focused at what path they will select to. So if you can identify those candidates and then screen them out from the whole lot, and then, taking them through the experience, the entire experience, and we'll have to have these, demonstrations as well. The demo are also very, very important. Like, if you can give them those feelings, then probably I mean, it would be a kind of efficient approach, I would say. That's it.
Exactly. So yes, sir. To sum up your points were really great, and also social media marketing and in awareness will play a major role, because every target audience which we are offline mode also, as Sir Kundu have mentioned, that it will also be there. So marketing and sales strategies are something which builds up any startup, or you can say any business, because we have to, because outside environment is very dynamic, it keeps on changing with the changing environment. Right now we're in the lockdown mode, so everybody has gone digital. Even every school is now coming into digital phase. So yes, through online medium we can reach millions of students and then convert them and come bring them on board, and also we have faculties for them also. If and also it creates a peer to peer connection as well with the faculty member, and the learning experience becomes more fresh, more refreshing, because they can ask the doubts, and gives them analysis of the mock test so easily, because without any hitch, because they know that this mentor will be there for me. And also apart from them, they are also training the mentor to be very motivating towards them, so that it can create a very personal touch with the students, so that it will not create a bond of teacher student relation, but a peer to peer connection. And also it gives a very good scale for networking as well, because as we say to every college student right now, so network, because outside environment is a skill based environment. So it gives roots of networking from the preparation time as well, and they will get to know the real life of colleges and the goal they are preparing for, what will be the pros and the cons, and how they have to mentor their goals, and frame up their mind of work, and where they have to put all their energy into. So it will give students a great platform to clear their doubts, to have that course material and prepare for their goals, and also have networking opportunities also with the faculty members. Last my question goes to Sir Kundu. So, like, how you see brand awareness and brand recall part in terms of education business, and also the brand awareness in terms of ETDCS.
Yeah, brand recall in the sense, well, basically you are not only approaching the students, you are also targeting class 11, 12 students, parents as well. Okay. So
Mm-hmm.
many of them, how will they know? If they see your ad somewhere, okay, and if you on TV, if you come up with, somebody who has passed out, somebody who has got training from your institute and cleared IIT. Okay, that kind of a thing you have to somehow you have to build. Otherwise, see, even those publication houses nowadays, if you see the TV in Calcutta, they bring out, they just take some of the toppers of previous year or year before last year, and they advertise for some, even if they're shady books, I don't know. So in our time, such books were not there, but they do advertise. They say that I have read such and such book and I have passed this exam reading this, and you can do this. So that has got an excellent brand recall, because these board exams these guys are passing, it's a huge break, and everybody is kind of, every home is watching some TV and TV news something in the evening. And when such ads come up, yes, in the middle of a news channel, so people do see, and that has got a strong brand recall, and people know that Chaya Prakashani, this book is there, because I never knew whether such a publisher is at all there unless I see those ads. I have seen those ads. I never knew, because they are not like Orient Longman or Oxford University Press, Cambridge University Press,
Exactly.
not like this. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so something. Uh, so that's how they have built those brands, and they are selling well. They must be selling well. Otherwise, I don't know. I don't have their records, but this is the way they are doing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you are also in the market, like you are also competing with others, and you are trying to sell. So just by taking some people here and there who can probably help you, but this marketing, your marketing has to be very strong in this, not only just social media, uh, but also everywhere. Plus there are so many groups of students, school, if you see in Facebook and all, Particularly in Facebook, I see, because I also sell those, the school ERP, school ERPs. Okay, uh, so in groups of, like, there are groups of principals, school owners, teachers, students, everything. So you need to place regular, some kind of a ad in those groups, so that people do see their students. And everything is kind of, even the college students, universities, everybody has got, they are into some kind of a network, and those
Right.
students are in Facebook. They are not in, most of them, you won't find this level students, they are not in part of LinkedIn. Some people who are interested in politics, they would be there in Twitter. Uh, but Facebook ads would really help, Facebook and Google. And also, of course, the region where you really want to promote, if it is not Delhi Times of India, something like this, okay, it has to be there. And not, this is the one thing, one part of the story. And I am not very sure, from the ad or whatever very little interaction I had with ETDCS, like how ETDCS is going to utilize me, or maybe others also, uh, in this, in your scheme. What is there in your mind, that I really need to understand. Number one. Number two, what is the commercial model of engaging us? Okay, what is it? So it was not there, written anywhere. Is it a part-time involvement? Is it a full-time involvement? What is it, a commission based? Is it, fixed? There is a fixed salary, time involvement, nothing. Okay, no, nothing has come to me. When I was trying to speak to the other gentleman, he said, no, no, you attend this call, everything will be answered there. So unless there is a viable commercial model, win-win situation, it has to be a win-win situation for all the parties, okay, involved. So unless there is a win-win situation for all, nothing is going to succeed. It never succeeds. Uh, to be successful, there has to be some win-win model. Okay. So what that model is, if you could explain, I'll be most thankful. And
Um,
yeah.
Okay. I believe, sir, because I have been also been associated with the ETDCS for like from July only. Mr. Founder and the other team members will be more be able to explain you in regards to this. So I believe they will be getting in touch with you very soon, and all the things will go probably in the favor. And also, and but thanks for your insights also on the behalf of brand awareness part. This is something we should look forward for the edtechs and education business, and also for ETDCS to have that USP in the brand awareness, because customer perception is all that matters, and we have to stand very strongly in terms of and we have target audience, not only the students but parents and teachers as well, because it's, after all, we are preparing for competitive examination, and everybody has to be well acquainted about our mission and what we are doing, and so that people will also be knowing us through our vision. So that's how
Yes.
strong marketing and strong advertising we are have to be in there all over the social media and on the offline modes as well. Sir, Ramit Bose,
Parents need to know
what?
you. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Parents need to know you, not just
Yes,
students.
yes. Yeah, parents
Because
as well,
parents,
because yeah,
they
they
are
are
the
the
ones
financial.
who will be paying the money ultimately. Students maybe,
Exactly.
they will be taking the training, but parents, in
Hmm.
such, for such people, students won't be paying the money. The parents will
Hmm.
be paying the money for
Yeah.
their what get admitted. Okay. So they
Yes.
need to know you.
Definitely, sir. Sir Ramit Bose, what will be your viewpoint on brand awareness part as a BDE for
Well,
ETDCS?
uh, uh, the reality is like ETDC is only is a 1 year old organization, so that way
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't have business legacy. So there's nothing which I am not very sure, but there's nothing much we can showcase today in terms of the end results, the results that students would be actually looking for rather once they get enroll themselves into ETDCS. So once they have some tangible resources, tangible results available in front of them, they might aspire to go there. But then to combat that, to fight that situation out, so we have a very strong linkage with the IITs and IIMs. So
Yes, definitely.
since we are talking about endorsement, so some kind of endorsement should happen. So once an established organization, they have legacies, they have not many results to showcase. But since we are new organization, we don't have that. So what we have instead like we have all the connects with IIT and IIMs, or maybe the faculty, or maybe the academia domain. So if you can bring them forward, if you can bring those resources forward, if you can bring their profile forward, and you can showcase the profile, or maybe get the endorsement in a very subtle way from those fraternities, that would be I think the right beginning for the organization. That is the marketing strategy could be one. Second thing is in terms of recall. Of course, recall would only happen once bombard with marketing artilleries. Let's say you keep on giving advertisements on live streaming, or maybe electronic media, print media, wherever. So but that are actually very very capital intensive activities, and then those would actually happen in place, but that recall would only, again I'm telling, recall would only happen once a candidate, or my aspiring, or maybe in my target segment would keep saying a brand day in and day out in front of them. They will see, everyone, because it is not one-off exercise; it's a continuous exercise. So recall, I am saying today, the hard reality is there is no recall. The hard reality is like ETDC is in a new trend in this field. Please don't mind me saying that. So because
No, no.
that's the reality, because one year you would have if we start today, from today itself, you can start with the highest rigor, putting the marketing effort on field. Then probably it will create some kind of sensitization in the market. Once the sensitization would happen, then only the recall would come. Today we don't have any recall. Again, I am saying, repeating, because of late, I have seen there are a lot many posts going around in the social media. Say since I am an avid follower of LinkedIn, I am seeing on LinkedIn only. I'm not very sure whether it's been put up in Facebook media or maybe Instagram. But then these would take some time to create some traction, or maybe create some sensitization. So yes, of course, there will be a lot of intelligent ways, even not without putting much of money. There could be rationalization in terms of budgeting, marketing budget, and then use those budgets very intelligently to to create some to make some activities in the market, to create some noise in the market, so that people start recalling. There are many ways. Those, I would say, can be discussed in detail later on. But before that, we also need to know what is the positioning statement, where do we position ourselves, what are the service offering, the differentiation, what are the price points, who would be my target segment, probably, because in the demographic structure, I mean, not that everybody would come and afford, and not that everybody would actually aspire to be our
Exactly.
candidates. Our So we need to understand those components. Until unless we understand components, whatever we say, we are kind of at a very holistic level, maybe 20,000 feet above some discussion. But coming down to those points, we need to understand those components first, and then I would say there will be focused activities started happening from there. Over to you.
Exactly, sir. Yeah, really, sir. Yeah, your insights are really very helpful, and that's how we have to build up a game and a part of as an institute, and also imparting the right knowledge to aspirants. So that's it from my side now. It was pleasure having both of you, and I'm really thankful to for both of you to sharing your insights. Yeah.
Thank you so much, IC. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And I'm
Yes, sir.
again sorry, and I joined a little late, but I
No
couldn't help
problem,
it.
sir.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Thank you
yeah,
so much.
no problem, sir. Yeah, I'd like to end the broadcast now, and thank you so much again from my side for having your presence and sharing your both of your insights towards discussing ETDCS and the growth. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Great.
Yeah,
We'll keep talking once again. Thank you so much.
yeah, definitely. Thank you, sir, Kundu.